You're listening to the podcast Jean's Story, Here and There Forever. Previously on Jean's Story, after failing to recruit Jean, Theo is summoned by Omni's board of directors. Episode 4, The Debriefing. Theo walks into his luxury hotel room. The lighting adjusts automatically as the door closes behind him. Victor, his humanoid assistant, is already there waiting. I've initiated the video call. The board is waiting for you, Victor says. The whole board? Theo asks. No, just Nathan and Mila. Okay. A large screen on the wall flickers to life, revealing Nathan and Mila seated at their respective high-tech workstations. Nathan, in his 50s, extremely pale like Theo, appears tense. Mila, a pretty lady lightly tanned in a suit, seems focused and reserved. Theo sits on the couch while Victor remains standing in the background. Good evening to both of you, Theo says. Good evening, Dr. Garnier. As Mila responds politely, Nathan doesn't say anything. Theo says, I knew this first contact wouldn't be conclusive. It was the first step. Of course he was going to say no, but he's going to think about it, that's for sure. The memo I got was not reassuring. Your meeting was clearly poorly prepared, Nathan says. What do you mean? I don't understand, Theo says. As Theo remains baffled, Nathan leans forward slightly. The information about his wife was crucial. That's my fault, sir. That data wasn't available at the time, Victor says. Doctor, tell your glorified toasted not to interrupt. If Victor could feel shame, it might have fell down. Sometimes being a robot has its perks. Theo speaks silently to Victor via his neural chip. Don't interrupt again, Theo says. Nathan continues quietly and coldly. And your defense of Omni and its mission? Practically non-existent. You gave him nothing, but it's not my place to comment. If I didn't know you better, I'd say you weren't interested in recruiting Dr. Wu at all. Theo is taken aback by the detail of Nathan's criticism. Victor, did you already send them the report? Theo asks. No, not without your permission, sir, Victor says through his neurochip. As Theo was talking to Victor through the neurochips, Nathan notices Theo's distracted expression. Are you with us, Doctor? Nathan asks. Yes, sir, sorry. It was just a first contact. I hadn't seen him in nearly 20 years. It didn't feel right to push him too hard right away. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses, Mila says. But the problem is, I don't see any leverage, Theo adds. I just reminded you, his wife and daughter were deported. Clearly this is getting way over your head. The decision has been made, you're off the project. Alfonso will take over from now on. Yes, sir, Theo says. The call ends abruptly. The screen goes dark. Theo is left staring at his own reflection. How did the board get those details? Victor's report had not included any of that. Theo racks his brain. He has been alone with Jean, no surveillance in the office, no leaks. This wasn't his first mission either, and yet this had never happened before. He removes his glasses and rubs his eyes. His gaze stops on his glasses. Could they be bugged? He dismantles them carefully, his hands suddenly unsteady. No trace of a tracker, nothing out of the ordinary. Theo says nothing. The silence is loud, but his mind is racing. He keeps asking himself how the information was sent without him knowing it. He feels a knot tighten in his stomach. For the first time, he's truly worried for Jean, because he cannot help but thinking about the worst in terms of the method that Omni would use to bring Jean to the plane. In the next episode, discover Jean's revelation to Sophia, his colleague. You did refuse to join Omni, didn't you? Sophia asked. Technically, no, Jean replies. Subscribe for more. Thank you and have a good day.